and welcome to the second part of the video data handling. Let's see what we can do in the workspace management before doing any elaborations. Here we have listed all our objects. By selecting TW, we can perform a number of operations by simply clicking on them. For instance, we can copy it. Let's try this. We have to type in the new name, so TW2, for example. And now it's confirmed that it was copied. Let's go back to Workspace Management. And here we can see that we have the copy TW2. Then we can click on it and we can delete it, for example. It's pretty simple. And then we can merge it. So what does merge mean? Just a quick and simple description. Basically, we have three options. If we have the same number of rows and different number of columns, we will have the horizontal merge. And this is the result. The second option is if we have the same number of columns but different number of rows, we will have the vertical merge. And here's the result. But if we have the same number of columns and the same number of rows, now we'll see an example. For this, I want to merge the same data set, just to see how it works. Let's click on this object, merge. Here we have to type the object's name. So we want to merge TW2 with TW, which is the same actually, because we have copied it before. We click on OK, and now we are asked if we want to merge it vertically. And we click on yes, otherwise it will merge it horizontally. What appears now is that TW merged and TW2. Now we go and check, and actually we can see that the size has changed. It's bigger now. Then we can modify an existing object from a spreadsheet window. So it's very useful, but only for minor changes. So we click on our object, TW, and we click on modify. Now the window appears, and simply by clicking on it, right click, we can see the number of options. We can just delete it and insert some random number, or we can leave it blank, in which case an A standing for not available will appear. We can do the same with the columns. Here are the number of options. The same applies for the rows. Anyhow, once we have done what we want to do, we click on OK to save the changes in the workspace management. TW was modified, so we go on workspace again, then always by clicking. Let's see another important option. Tell me. By clicking on Tell Me, we will have just an overview of our file, the name type, the number of rows, number of columns, and how many not available data we have. In this case, only one, and then the percentage of it. Then we have the column names and the row names. Finally, we can insert a new object, which is very similar to the copy and paste option, and we can transpose an object. But you can do it in an easier way by using Excel. Then, by using this option, we can perform changes in rows and columns of the datasets. So, name is right. We should select the number of rows, and then we can do delete, extract, column names, or copy. The same applies to the columns. Anyway, as I've said before, it's only for minor changes. Then another important option is randomize rows. If we click on it, the matrix name is right, so we click on OK. Then the value is saved in tw.rnd. So this is very useful before doing a lot of elaborations. And if we wanted to export this, we would go on Export, and we would only have to choose between CSV or TXT format. We choose CSV, for example. As the matrix name, we have to type in tw.rnd, as we've seen before. And as a field separator and decimal separator, this is fine. The default setting is fine. So everything is fine, and we click on OK. Now our dataset has been exported on the working directory. So we should go on the local disk, cat, working, and here we have tw.rnd. Here we see the same dataset, but in another order, in a randomized order. And here the cell we have left blank before, which is now represented by NA. This is the end of our video, so thank you for watching it, and see you at the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.